Hey all, Raji here from RJ Recruiting. First of all, go blue! Michigan won this past weekend. In case some of you may not know, I am a huge Michigan and also Detroit sports fan. When you apply for a job, one of the first people you can expect to talk to is a recruiter, whether it's an internal recruiter or they'll hire an agency who has recruiters, external recruiters, like myself. In this video, I want to talk about that interview, the one before you talk to HR or hiring manager or go through a technical interview. Before I go on, if you like this video and others I've done, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Feel free to post comments down below. If there's anything you want me to do videos on or just discuss this topic, feel free. So back to talking about the interviews. I'll tell you what happens from my end. As a recruiter, I work on job recs. When a company has an opening and they don't have the time or the resources to work on filling that role, they'll hire an agency like mine. I am also a recruiter. My job is to understand the role, the requirements, what the client's really looking for, and help them find the right person. So I post jobs on LinkedIn, Indeed, and other job boards. Sometimes I will reach out through LinkedIn or Indeed or other online areas. Then when you apply to my job posting or you reply to my outreach, then we can connect. I'll usually ask for a few minutes of your time, either via email or messaging or whatever tool we're using. That would be the interview between me and you. It's an interview, but it's not very formal. I try to keep it casual, more of a conversation. I just want to get to know your background a little bit, hear more about you, tell you more about the job, and see if it's a good fit. When I was a candidate, this used to happen to me as well. Recruiters would want to, at that time, they would want to meet in person for coffee or something. I didn't always take the time because I just felt like if there is a job, if there's an actual interview with the client, then I'll make the time and effort. But nowadays, with the mostly phone or video, although I usually just do phone interviews, it just takes a few minutes. And if that's the case, I would spend the time. If a recruiter wants to talk to you, a good recruiter, they're interested in you for a reason. I don't just talk to people just to fill up my database, and I didn't work with people who did the same. Maybe there are some companies out there who do that, but that's not how I like to spend my time. So if we do set up an interview, it's usually maybe about 10 minutes, sometimes less, sometimes more if the conversation is flowing. I want to hear you talk about your experience. You explain things to me, what you've done, your background, why you're a good fit for the job, why you're interested in the job. I want to hear more than just what's on your resume. If you can't explain that to me, how will you do an interview with the client or the hiring manager? And in this interview, I can help you prepare for that. The soft skills matter as well. If there's something you need to be more clear about or be more confident about, or just even showing enthusiasm or smiling, those are some of the things we can even talk a little bit more freely about when we have a conversation. Communication and being a team player is an ask in a lot of the job requirements. Those soft skills do matter. So when having an interview with a recruiter, such as myself, some of the things you need to be prepared with are know your resume, know what's on it. If you end up talking about something that's not on your resume and it's critical and relevant to the job, I'll probably ask you to add it. You did the work, take credit for it. And that's the resume the hiring manager is going to see. So let's make sure it's reflected. Also, know the job you'll be talking to a recruiter about. I understand a lot of people apply for a bunch of jobs and it sometimes gets lost. But if I'm messaging you or emailing you or calling you to set up a time to talk about a job, I will mention what role this is. So please keep that in mind. I've had candidates pick up the phone and they don't know what job they're asking about, and then we have to spend that time going back and forth, and just simple things like know the job that we're about to talk about. Keep in mind, I want this to work. I want you to get an interview with the client. I want you to get the job. So let's work together and get you hired. All right, well, that's it for now. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Feel free to post any comments below, anything that I've talked about in this video, or if you'd like me to do a video on other topics that might help you in your job search, I'm happy to do so. Well, hope you all had a nice Thanksgiving, and hopefully all your leftovers are not leftover anymore. Until the next video, bye-bye.